Every time you plug into a fast charger, you might be slowly damaging your EV battery. And the uncomfortable part? Most owners have no idea it's happening. It feels harmless. It's fast, it's convenient, so why would you even question it? Here's the truth. Fast charging alone does not destroy your battery. The way you use it does. And by the time most people actually notice the problem, their range is already quietly dropping, month by month, without any warning. I get it. This is not a small investment, so stay with me for the next few minutes. Because what you are about to hear, most EV owners will never bother to find out. In the next few minutes, here's exactly what you will walk away with. You will understand why fast charging actually stresses your battery. Not just that it does, but the real reason behind it. You will see what real-world fleet data says, not company claims, actual studies on thousands of vehicles. You will know the small daily habits that silently reduce your range over years, and you will have a clear 5-step checklist you can start using today. No hype, no confusion, no brand wars. Just honest, clear answers. Let's make this very simple. Think about your phone. After a year or two, it just doesn't last as long, right? You plug it in at night, and by noon, it's already struggling. That is battery degradation. The same thing happens inside your EV, just on a much bigger, much more expensive scale. Your EV battery is made of thousands of tiny cells. Inside each one, energy moves back and forth every single time you charge or discharge. That movement, completely normal. The problem is how fast you force that process to happen. Here's a simple picture. Imagine filling a bucket with water. A slow, steady pour, the water settles. Smooth, stable, no problem. Now blast that same water in with high pressure. Yes, it fills faster, but there's heat, there's turbulence, and some water splashes out permanently. That spilled water, that's your lost battery capacity, and once it's gone, it doesn't come back. Now let's break down what actually happens when you plug into a fast charger. Walk with me through this. First, a large amount of current enters the battery very quickly. This creates heat, faster than the cooling system can fully handle at peak speed. Second, that heat speeds up chemical reactions inside the electrolyte, the fluid that allows ions to move. Third, a protective layer inside the battery, called the SEI layer, solid electrolyte interface, gets stressed. It rebuilds, but thicker every single time. Fourth, as that layer thickens over hundreds of sessions, it permanently locks away small amounts of energy. Your usable capacity quietly shrinks. Each of these 3 variables is something you control. Temperature, driven by fast charging in hot weather. Cycles, driven by how often you charge. SOC max, driven by whether you always push to 100%. That means the damage is not random, it's behavioral. But here's what nobody actually tells you, and this is the part most EV owners miss until it's already too late. Your car's battery management system, the BMS, is already working hard to protect you. It slows charging as heat builds. It throttles the speed near 80%. It monitors every cell in real time. Modern EVs are genuinely smart about this. So the real danger is not one fast charge on a road trip. The real danger is the pattern you build quietly over 2, 3, 4 years without ever once checking your battery health. Fast charging every single day, charging to 100% in summer heat, plugging in immediately after a long highway drive when the cells are already running hot. These habits stack together, and the damage builds so slowly that by the time you notice, by the time the range is visibly shorter, it has already been happening for a long time. That's the part no one tells you. Now let's look at what the data actually says. Not manufacturer estimates, real vehicles, real drivers, real numbers. If you look at thousands of drivers, the pattern becomes clear. Moderate, intentional fast charging does not ruin your battery. What actually causes serious long-term damage is consistent high heat charging, always pushing to 100% and never allowing the battery to thermally recover. Those habits compound quietly over years. Set your daily charge limit to 80%. Almost every modern EV allows this in the Settings app. The final 20%, from 80 to 100%, is where electrochemical stress peaks sharply. Reserve full charges only for long road trips and leave promptly after reaching 100% rather than sitting overnight. 2. Let the battery cool before fast charging. After a long highway drive, your pack is already thermally loaded. Adding a DC fast charge on top stacks heat on heat, and that's exactly when degradation accelerates most. Wait 15 to 20 minutes when you can. It makes a measurable difference over a 5-year timeline. 3. Use fast charging with purpose, not habit. For daily commutes and short city trips, use your home Level 2 charger every single time. Reserve DC fast charging for road trips or genuine time pressure. This one habit change is the highest impact decision most EV owners can make. 4. Avoid charging in extreme heat. Precondition in cold. Heat plus fast charging is the worst combination for your battery. In hot weather, charge in the early morning or shade when possible. In cold weather, use your car's preconditioning feature while still plugged in at home. You are using grid power, not battery energy. 5. Check your actual battery health once a year. OBD2 adapters and manufacturer apps can give you a real state of health, not estimated range, actual chemical capacity remaining. Tracking this number annually tells you whether your habits are working or quietly costing you. Knowledge is the best protection you have. So here's the bottom line. Fast charging is not the villain. Lack of awareness is. The chemistry is real. The degradation is measurable. But it's also entirely manageable if you understand what is actually happening inside your battery. The EV owners who run into serious problems after 5 years are almost never the ones who never thought about it at all until the range started disappearing. You now understand the mechanism, you have seen what real data says, and you have 5 practical steps, starting today, that most EV owners will never bother with. That's a real advantage for your investment. If you value clear, data-driven insights like this, presented simply, without the noise and without the hype, you might want to stick around and subscribe. There's a lot more ground to cover on EVs, batteries, and the future of how we drive.